The lights fade across the packed theater of America's Got Talent as a young woman walks slowly onto the stage, her footsteps echoing in the sudden silence. The audience senses something important is about to happen, though no one knows exactly why yet. Her face seems familiar, and soft whispers spread through the crowd. The judges watch closely, reading both confidence and nervousness in her posture. When she introduces herself, her voice is steady but emotional. Then she reveals the truth: she is the daughter of Michael Jackson. Gasps burst from the audience as shock sweeps through the room. The weight of a legendary legacy instantly fills the air. Expectations rise, pressure tightens, and every person in the theater realizes they are about to witness a moment that could change history. Standing beneath the bright lights of America's Got Talent, she takes a deep breath before speaking again. This time, her voice carries the weight of years of emotion. She talks about growing up as the daughter of Michael Jackson, not in luxury as people imagine, but in constant comparison and overwhelming expectations. Every step she took was measured against a legend she could never escape. She shares how music became her only safe place, a way to express feelings she couldn't explain with words. The audience listens in complete silence, drawn into her vulnerability. Some people wipe away tears, while the judges' expressions soften with empathy. What began as curiosity now transforms into deep emotional connection, and the entire room feels the truth in her story. The music begins softly on the stage of America's Got Talent, a gentle piano filling the air as she closes her eyes. For a brief second, the entire theater holds its breath. Then she sings her first note, and everything changes. Her voice is clear, emotional, and powerful, carrying a depth that instantly silences the crowd. It doesn't sound like an imitation of Michael Jackson, it sounds like a new soul discovering its own strength. As the melody rises, her confidence grows with every word. The audience watches in disbelief as the nerves disappear and raw emotion takes over. By the middle of the song, tears shimmer in her eyes and in the eyes of many watching. The final note hangs in the air, trembling with feeling, leaving the entire room frozen in stunned silence. The silence breaks into an explosion of applause inside America's Got Talent as the judges rise from their seats in disbelief. One judge covers their mouth in shock, struggling to find words, while another slowly shakes their head, amazed by what they just witnessed. They praise her not for her famous last name, but for her courage to step forward as her own artist. One judge says that the legacy of Michael Jackson is powerful, but what she showed tonight proves she carries her own light. Tears roll down her face as the reality of the moment hits her. The judge's words lift the heavy pressure from her shoulders, replacing it with pride. What began as fear now transforms into pure belief, and the audience feels it deeply. The applause refuses to fade inside America's Got Talent as she stands trembling at the center of the stage, overwhelmed by what just happened. Her hands cover her face as tears stream through her fingers, unable to process the love crashing over her all at once. Then one of the judges stands slowly and reaches for the golden buzzer. The crowd realizes what's about to happen and erupts into screams. The buzzer is slammed, and golden confetti explodes from above, raining down like a dream brought to life. She drops to her knees in pure shock, crying uncontrollably as the audience chants her name. Backstage, contestants watch in disbelief. In that single moment, she is no longer living under a shadow, she becomes a star in her own right, and a new legacy is born.